back there, you're next.
Oh, I'm
Sorry.
sorry. I thought you were pointing at me.
That's okay.
I'm Jean Kayer, 64 Cloverdale Avenue in Shelton, and I'm a member of the library board. And I'd like to speak as a citizen who's lived here since '79 and a member of the library board. And before there was the tragedy in Newtown, there was concern for the library board based on hearing after it occurred there was a gun safety class. I absolutely agree, gun safety classes.
Hold on.
Okay.
We have two styles of recorders. We have the electronic and we have the old-fashioned tape, so if one fails, the other is.
Anyway, I want to say that I absolutely agree that there should be gun safety classes. Our concern was, should it have been in the library, where there are children all the time, and the library board was not aware of it. So there's great places to have those safety classes. As I said, NRA, shooting ranges, places like that. That was our initial concern. But also, I have to say, and I hear all the talk about first responders, and that's great, and I understand that if they have legal guns, that's fine. But I also work in a hospital, and all of those first responders, doctors and nurses, they can't carry guns, and there's a reason. There's a concern over it. So that's what I would like to express. That, and is everyone saying we're not worried about the law-abiding citizens? You're correct. You're worried about who else might be there, who is coming in. At least if you know you're in a zone where you don't expect a gun, if you see one, there's something wrong. So I don't think it's as crazy as everyone is saying, and maybe they ought to realize there are other people who have concerns, and that's really very rude the way people are responding. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you.
Dave Giallo, 65 Walnut Tree Hill Road here in Shelton. Let me address some issues that have been raised. First, the issue of the Second Amendment. And the Supreme Court certainly has upheld that everybody here has the right to purchase a weapon if they so choose. And nothing in this ordinance prevents that. The courts have also upheld that the government has the right to restrict where we take those weapons. I can't remember the last time anyone took a gun on an airplane. You can't take one into a federal building, you can't take them into state buildings. When was the last time you went to a sporting event that they didn't wand you down to see if you were carrying a weapon, and they took it away from you if you did or didn't allow you in? Private property, if you bring a weapon on Sikorsky and you're an employee, you're not anymore. So government and private property, private owners have a right to restrict weapons being brought. There's nothing in this ordinance that prevents anyone from purchasing a weapon and carrying it legally where they're allowed. I hear about soft targets, but I hear no statistics that this is why the individuals who created the crimes that they did picked those targets. They had problems, mental problems, but it had nothing to do with where they picked those targets because of issues they had, not because they were a weapons-free zone. And as far as Columbine goes, there was a security guard with a weapon there that didn't stop it. Shelton, according to the papers, is the 5th safest city in the state. But what I hear tonight is that everyone here is extremely afraid when they travel the streets of Shelton, and they go to the community center, they go to the park, they go to the dog walk, they go with their kids to Little League or to soccer games, and they have to carry a weapon. If that's the case, then it's up to the government of Shelton to provide protection, which they are often and supposed to be doing, which means we should have police here, police at Cape Hall Park, police at the Little League fields. This isn't 1813, this is 2013. A civilized society doesn't need to carry weapons everywhere they go.